Hello once again from the Spencer County 4-H Fair. I'm Bill Potter with WJTS in.form, and we are surrounded by ambassadors here at the Spencer County Fair. They don't have a queen contest or a king contest. They have ambassadors for the 4-H Fair. We'll find out who each of these kids is by starting with a mini 4-H. What is your name? Where do you go to school? And who are your parents?
Presley Thomas, Christian Elementary, Megan and Jason Thomas.
Okay, and how old are you?
6 years old.
6 years old, and that's why you're a mini 4-H'er.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
All right, and you are?
I'm Sophia Dilger. I go to Nancy Hanks Elementary. My mom and dad is Nathan and Michelle Dilger, and I'm 9 years old.
Okay, and you're from?
The Mariah Hill.
Oh, Mariah Hill, okay. All right. And you are?
My name is Elijah Nepper. I'm homeschooled, and my parents are Matt and Cynthia Nepper.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Sydney Hosfurther. My parents are Glenn and Teresa Hosfurther. I just graduated from Heritage Hills, and I will be attending SIUC in the fall.
SIUC, where is that?
Carbondale, Illinois.
Oh, Southern Indiana University? Southern Illinois. Okay, all right, very good. Now, you all are in 4-H, is that correct? Okay, we're going to start with you. What's your favorite thing about 4-H?
My project.
What is your project, Presley?
2 Christmas gift bags.
Which means what? You just go out and buy a gift bag?
No, I had to get the stuff, and then I make the gift bag.
So it's Christmas themed, or are you going to use them this year?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think people will like them? What's the best part about them?
I like them because they're homemade and they are very easy to make.
Now, can you describe one of them?
The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one has 4 different kinds of paper. First, it's the gift bag, and then it's a glittery piece of paper, and then there's this tan and white and black stuff for the antlers and the eyes.
White and black stuff, you said? Okay. All right. Well, now how about you, Sophia?
My favorite thing is taking care of my goats. I love doing that.
Okay, so you have goats all year round or just at the fair?
Just at the fair.
Okay, tell me about your goats. What kind are they and what do they look like?
I don't really know what kind they are, but they are meat goats, and I have 2 of them now.
What do you name them?
I have Dixie and Tucker.
And what do you have to do with a goat?
I have to train them to walk and stand there, and I have to set them up properly, and I have to make sure they're clean for the fair.
Okay, now, in looking at the competition, do you think you have good goats?
Yes.
And what makes them good?
They look very meaty, and they're both really pretty goats.
Have you ever had trouble with them? Do they run away from you?
Well, once they ran away from me, first, because they jump around and everything. But once they get used to you, they just go with the flow.
They're not those kind of goats that just faint, are they? You've heard of fainting goats?
No.
You have not? It's a real thing. There's these goats that just faint. They just collapse. That's not what yours are?
No.
You're not going to be like a fainting 4-H'er, are you?
No.
Okay, you're going to show your goats well. When do you show your goats?
Friday.
Friday night, Friday?
Friday night.
Friday night, so we can come out and watch her show her goats. All right. Now, Elijah, we're going to talk about you. What's your favorite 4-H project?
My favorite 4-H project is probably woodworking.
Okay. What kind of woodworking do you do? What is there different stages?
Yeah, there's different books you have to go through, and then you can do different projects.
What stage are you in your projects? How many woodworking projects have you done?
4.
4. So you're at level 4. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I guess so.
What did you make your first year, your second year, third year, and now this year?
My first year I made I think it was a birdhouse. My second year I made a picture frame. Last year I made a stool, and this year I'm making a letter holder.
Okay, you said making. I hope you've got it made by now because, the fair is here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a letter holder. Are these things now that you're using at your house?
I gave one of them to my grandma, and the rest I'm using.
Okay, very good. What is your favorite part of 4-H?
Probably working on my projects.
When did you start working on your project? I mean, you're doing a letter holder. Did you start yesterday or did you start 4 weeks ago?
I started like Sunday.
So like 4 days ago. Kind of putting it together at the last minute?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you learning from woodworking, and why do you like woodworking?
Because my dad, he helps me with it, and he's got cool tools and to make it.
Is this, you think, a lifelong skill you're going to have to learn to work with wood?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now we're going to ask Sydney a few things. What about your favorite 4-H project?
My favorite project is probably the dairy goat project.
Dairy goat being different than not fainting goats, but meat goats, right?
Yep,
Have you heard of fainting goats?
I have, but I don't have them.
Okay. So, see, I'm not crazy. There are real things called fainting goats. What do you like about dairy goats?
I like them because you keep them year round, and then like with the dairy goats, they're kind of like the dairy cattle. You don't get rid of them after a year or two. They're kind of like lifelong pets, and I get to work with them all the time, so I really like that.
If these are dairy goats, are you using the milk from them? And
Yeah.
what do you do something with it, or do you give it to someone else to do something?
We actually drink a lot of it raw. Well, we filter it, but then we don't pasteurize it or anything, and then we'll make our cheese and yogurt and stuff out of it too.
So you make that yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now tell me about your goats. I know they're dairy goats, but tell me about them.
They're a Nubian breed, so they're a little bit bigger, but they've got floppy ears and they're kind of deer-ish looking. They have real skinny legs and fat bodies, but they're really docile, calm animals, so they follow us around like dogs.
Now, is showing a dairy goat different than showing a meat goat?
Not entirely. You just have to show off different parts of the goat, because Sophia would try to make hers look a little more meaty and stockier, while we make ours look a little more dairy-ish when we stand them. But from the showing aspect, it's not too different, no.
Now, you're a little bit more of a veteran of 4-H than these kids. What's been your favorite experience in 4-H?
I really liked the Indiana State Fair Youth Leadership Conference I went to last year, because there was kids from all across the state that came. There was a lot of leadership building. We went to the State House and debated over bills that we created ourselves that were pertaining to current events, and that was an awesome opportunity.
For kids out there that are thinking about joining 4-H, and I'll ask each of you this, why should they join 4-H? What's the best part?
I love that I got to meet new people, make new friends, and I've got to network with a lot of different people, so that was an awesome aspect of it that I got from it.
Elijah, how about you?
Making friends, going to the meetings. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much that sums it up. Okay. And how about you, Presley?
I like meeting new friends around the projects, just looking at the projects, seeing how cool they are.
Okay. And how about you, Sophia?
I would tell them probably that it's something for everyone, and that you can make new friends, and it's a very fun experience.
Now, why should somebody come to the Spencer County Fair Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday? So, Sophia, we're going to start with you. And I'm going to get you to turn a little bit like this, because, people at home want to be able to see you.
I think they should come is because there's a lot of entertaining things. It's like a regular a fair, where there's games. It's not just watching animals or anything. It's a lot of games, food, and you can look at a lot of things that people worked hard on and stuff they made.
Presley, how about you?
I think they should come here because there's a lot of stuff, and there's stuff for everyone to see, and that it might be a fun experience for them to see.
Excellent. Okay. Elijah, how about you?
I think they should come because you get the walking tacos, baked potatoes, see the tractor pulls.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite food.
Well, sure. Yeah, let's go favorite food and then favorite activity.
My favorite food is walking taco, and my favorite activity is everything.
Ooh, that's a lot of different things. I like the tractor. The tractor pulls are pretty cool. Sydney, how about you?
I think people should come to the Spencer County Fair this week because we've got a lot of different foods like they had mentioned in the tractor pulls. We also have the Silly Safari Animal Show, Stories with Susan. There's a lot going on this week if you take a look at the schedule. So there's stuff for everybody to do and have fun with.
Okay, and remember, it's only $5 a carload Friday and Saturday. It is free on Sunday if you'd like to come out to the fair as well. And so the Spencer County Fair goes on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at the Spencer County 4-H Fairgrounds. WJTS is glad to be here. You guys are a fine representation of the Spencer County 4-H program. Thank you very much for being on the TV with us. And thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.